Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Yay. Let's see what is going on. Happy Wednesday if you're on the other side of this beautiful planet. And before we go any further, we must welcome our newest members of the Love Train. Yes, we are continuing to grow. Thank you to all of you who followed the energy here and for being here and just being you and shining your light. All of our lights matter. It's so important right now, like more than ever, actually. So without further ado, let's welcome new members from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to you. We have new members from Australia. I saw two different parts of Australia. Welcome to you. London, England, welcome to you. And also more from Austin, Texas. So welcome to everybody brand new. Um, yeah, these are really interesting times right now because we are reconciling old energies, and it's in the deepest, darkest, gnarliest spots now. So I want to address a couple of comments though that I saw that kind of caught my eye, and I was like, okay, got a little guidance that came in for you guys. So one of you said that you were feeling resentment and hatred come up, and yeah, I'm hearing that a lot too. Also, some people were saying like crankiness. And so here is to help you integrate the energy too. See if it's an opportunity also to write a forgiveness letter. If because resentment and hatred to reconcile it for you, remember, you're not giving it to them, it's for you. See if it's an opportunity to write the forgiveness letter. And if you need the template, just message me and I'll send you a template. Because it's about mistaken perception at the end of the day, because they weren't wakey, sleepy time tea drunk, basically. So, but it can really help you shift that energy out and help it along and help it go on its merry way. Another one, somebody asked about this, the difference between purging and integration. What excellent timing, because we got it all going on at the same time. So I'm happy to address that. So I'm going to jump into that one. And there's also a question about the Schumann, and I'm gonna address that as well. It has come up before, and I feel like it's a good time. So this was yesterday, right? Light, wakey. But also, so when I talk about integration is all of the periods in between when we receive light. Okay. So what happens is this blasts in. Now, our bodies, so this is your consciousness, it's ahead. Here's our physical bodies. When the light blasts in, there's this space in between where the physical body is trying to catch up to the consciousness, which is ahead. And remember, we're multidimensional. So your emotional body's getting zapped, your mental body's getting zapped, your physical body's getting zapped. So those are all making an effort to assimilate this new energy in the body and then come into a balance with the consciousness, which then immediately goes, see ya, I got an ascension to go on to. So this is what's been happening is this goes forward, then this integrates, and then this goes forward, and then so that's that washing machine feeling that we have. So anything in between the light blasts and simultaneously while you're receiving light, your body's attempting to integrate it, but we've got a lot going on recently. So also the release, which is these red specks on the graph indicate release energy, but when I refer to purging, this is when we get a sharp high frequency that floods the body, and it's flooding the body. We put light on dark energy. So it's flooding the body to light up those dense energies. Same thing globally. The solar light is lighting up things that need their truth to come forward, right? So those when I say heavy purging, it's these spikes that are these full body lines, which I'll show you more in detail. You can see it more with the graph on the chakra chart. But essentially, it's these full body things where we have a combination of light and release. I refer to those as purges. Now, here's where we got to take this with a grain of salt. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? How much are you holding on to it? How much are you resisting what is going on? Or are you participating in and doing the work and helping yourself to release and integrate? Are you drinking water? Are you grounding? Are you watching? Are you in the noodle? Are you present? Are we making noodle soup? If we're making noodle soup, integrating the new energy is tougher. If we're in the noodle, purging's tougher. Like if you're still mad at a family member and can't let it go and can't write that forgiveness letter, yeah, that's going to feel 10 times worse to you because the energy, any dark, dense energy right now is going to be in your field. And like quite literally, they want it in your face. It's like, okay, when are you going to help me let this go? Are you going to let this go because of free will? If you got a death grip on it, you're causing your own friction, right? If you're entangling in someone else's energy, it's not going to feel good. It's not our job to save the world. It's not our job to save a person. It's not our job to bring anybody over the finish line. We inspire and shine our own light. We're clean in our own house. That's it. You talk about stay in your mind your own energy field. How's that? So I hope that helps. And great question. And thank you for bringing that forward. I think it was Jeff, but excellent question because all of this stuff is going on, and I'll show you again. I'll bring it up in the chakra chart too. Now, someone asked about how to access the Schumann. So this is a loaded question these days, guys. So I have a subscription, and I used to put the website up here. And the reason I stopped doing that is because there are many other creators also using the Schumann in their energy reports. And what happened is, as people began awakening more and more, which we know it's millions now across the planet, people started going to the website and kind of giving them hell a little bit when, like, if it was down or asking them about chakras and asking. So this is a space station. It's a space station. What this is the electromagnetics of the Earth that's being measured. It's the EKG of the Earth base. Yeah, electromagnetics. The chakra chart that I refer to is the amplitude. Now, the information I'm giving you guys, so I can't look at this and go, this is going to make your head hurt. This is now. How do we do that? I feel into it and I share my experience. You only can take that with a grain of salt because your experience can be absolutely different. This may affect my head and not yours. And you want to be careful not to use this as a diagnosis. The information I get, I was taught by my guides. So they had me feel, and this was a training that took several weeks. What do you feel right now? And I would journal it. And then they would send me to and I had no idea why they were sending me this beautiful colored chart. I love the colors. I was like, what am I looking at? And they had me feel first and then go in and taught me how to interpret it. And then the same thing with the chakra chart. What do you feel? Where do you feel that in your body? Okay, do you see how this now? In the months leading up to, I would say, the eclipse that was in April, many people were having the same symptoms because it was really clearing the same chakra areas for everybody. But now we are falling away from the 3D, and we are really reconciling the deepest. So it's very, very individual for what you could be feeling and experiencing. Some people, it may be nothing. And then others, I've seen reports, lots of people are having nausea, dizziness, fatigue, ringing in the ears, nightmares, broken sleep, pain in the knee, pain in the shoulder. It's all over the place because what we want to start doing is, this is a perfect invitation to practice feeling the energy and then saying, okay, what chakra is that related to? And then, and if you need help with this, reach out to me. I'm an Ascension guide, and we can get to the bottom of it. But I can't give a broad diagnosis for everybody of what is going on, because it really is individual to you and what your experience is. How are you dealing with, perceived traumas that may have happened to you or things like that? So there's many, many, many different factors that can come into effect here. And it all has to do with your symptoms have to do with what's coming forward to be healed, what dense energies are coming up into your field. And then how can you, gracefully and easily let them go, do the best you can, right? And it's gotten more intense because more and more people are awakening on the planet. So we're getting more light. We are getting more light, more light, more light, because the energetic scale had to tip in the favor of awakening on the planet. And then now, my guides are really like focus on creation, focus on creation. We are the creator of our own reality. The 3D is falling away. So now this is a tool, and can this give us some relief to go, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I'll tell you, the reason I'm having given this long explanation is that the crappiest stuff is going on here. So you look at this, beautiful blue, a little bit green. This is where people are integrating the energies, and this is where emotions are coming up to be healed. So the main thing here is looking at this chart, unless you're intuitively inclined, in which case you can tune into your guides and look at the chart and say, what does this mean for me? But the truth is, I have to feel it first. I feel it first, and then I look at the chart. And I only come in here and share it when I'm inspired, like I'm guided. Okay, go on and do a report. So I hope that helps. Now, the reason I don't share the information anymore is because the website got so crowded with people wanting to know about chakras and things. And these are space engineers, right? So that they threatened to shut it down. They threatened to shut it down and only go with people who are qualified to subscribe to it. So I have an agreement that I would not be doing that, because I like having the access so that I can share these with you. The truth is, do I need this? No. I could have come on here this morning and said to you, okay, we're in an integration pattern and more light is coming. And, but that is because I have been taught and guided to read my own energy. And so thank you for bringing that up, and it has come up in the past, but the main reason is that I'm really honoring the agreement that I have, so that I still have my access to this, so that I could share the information with you. But more importantly is the invitation to feel first and know that this is all temporary. Now, with that said, if you have something where you feel like you need to call a doctor, then that's different. But these ascension symptoms, or sensations, I call them, are usually temporary in nature, and they can shift. You can have many, many different ones, and it's like, okay, now the light comes in and now I'm feeling some relief. So typically after a few days, and sometimes it's a few hours, you get some relief. So I hope that helps. And thank you for bringing it up. But again, I wanted to be very responsible about how I recommend using it, but I was absolutely guided. All the information I give you, I feel myself. That's my experience. It has nothing to do with that's your experience. I only do this so we don't think we're going batshit cuckoo. That's the main reason. Okay. And so hang in there. I know this has been, listen, I kept saying, okay, maybe next month are we done? We're never really done, but it's going to get easier and easier for us to ascend seamlessly as we are peeling away from the 3D. There's less of an energetic gap, and we're more and more acclimated to the new energy. So it's going to be a different experience ascension-wise for everybody who is focused on their well-being and focused on what am I feeling, what am I thinking, and more importantly, what the heck am I going to create? What are you guys creating? We got to get that focus. Speaking of which, day after tomorrow, focus group. So excited. so excited because we're guided to start creating, and that's what we're doing over there. So, let's see. Let's peek at the chakras, and then Jeff and I can talk a little bit more, show you a little bit more about purging integration, and then also the point I was just making too about the Schumann. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is a great example of why and how these graphs can be indicative or non-indicative of what you're feeling. So, for example, here you can see, right, all chakras are involved. You see this pattern. Even if you don't know what this means, you can see these spikes, right? Here you see it more predominantly, right? This is a more so Jeff, this I would call a purge, these spikes that go all the way down. Like that. So that's really high frequency, getting to the bottom to push the energy up. And then when you see this when it tapers down, that's leading into the integration. So this is the integration part. Now, the reason that right now, again, earlier in the year and into last year, these graphs were dealing more with the masses, where we would say, oh, okay, this is the only one that's showing spikes, and these would have been laying down. And we would say, okay, this is the crown chakra. Now it really comes down to you as an individual and go within everything that we think that there's an exterior answer for, everything. The answer is within now. So it's like close your eyes and feel and say, what do I feel in my body? Okay, where am I feeling a sensation? And then what's the corresponding chakra to that? And then okay, what's coming forward for healing? What opportunity do I have for healing? Because that's all it is. This is energy coming forward to get a big kiss and some love and some light to it. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Wow. This is, I know this, kind of saw this doing the quantum healings, could tell when we get into that ego and the identities, it's yucky. It's just a lot of distortion right now. Don't watch it burn. Do your best. You guys are such rock stars at this. I love the comments, and thank you so much for supporting each other. You're not doing it alone. And please, if you need some extra help with some guidance or with clearing some energies that you're having a hard time management, find my email and send me a note. And let's see if it makes sense for you to get some extra help, because that's why I'm here. And let's keep this love train going, and let's start focusing on creation. That is why our soul wanted us to come here and take this wild ride. I know. What? So anyway, I'm sending you guys big, big love. Thank you. And again, a big welcome to our newest members. And then if you're brand new today, welcome to you. And please drop in the comments below so that I know where you are from. And as always, I will be following the energy, and I will see you when duty calls. Love you guys.